On this channel, we talked about pretty much everything from feminism to toxic masculinity. We talked about religion, but for some reason, we never talked about male depression. We never talk about the cause of it. We never talked about what feeds it. And lastly, we never talk about how to get out of male depression. I've been depressed for a long time. It's something I held from my friends and family for a long time. I never spoke about it, whether if it was embarrassing or they just look at me like a tough character. But I've been through depression. I've been through the worst type of depression, but I got over it because I did three things that took me out of depression. And I'm happy to share it with you guys today. But before I do that, I want to showcase a video today about a guy that's currently going through depression and he's venting to YouTube. And when I was scrolling down the comment section of his video, I noticed there was a lot of positive comment, and that made my heart smiles because us men, we have this like strong stature where we can't share emotions and feelings. But the fact that people were nice and trying to give him advice in the comment section was really a good sight to see because honestly, it's rare. So I'm gonna show you guys his video in entirety. I'm not gonna interrupt. I'm not gonna take anything out of context, but it's to educate you guys. It's to help anybody that's going through the same thing. You're not alone. And like I said, after I'm gonna show you guys how to get out of a depressive state as a guy, because I don't know how to get out of depression as a woman. So let's get straight to it.
Hey guys, my name is Satyam Agarwal and I'm 29 years old. I have no friends, no social life, and no career. Throughout my life, I have been very depressed and anxious until recently, like 1 year back. I realized that a lot of things that I'm doing in my life in respect to of things that needs to be there in life, like social life, friends, romantic relationships, a fulfillment, is being hampered just because of the way that I have been brought up, of my own experiences, because of the personality traits that I have, and it's not a very good place to be in. I realize that I've been dealing with childhood trauma all my life, and that has really affected my life. I have been emotionally neglected in my childhood. I have been physically abused. I have been abandoned as well. I have also tried to tell my parents that I am feeling depressed, that I am feeling that I need emotional support from them. But I never got it. They bluntly told me that yeah, we understand that you need emotional support, but we don't know how to do it. Like, these were the words that was being told to a 16-year-old child who is being dealing with depression. And that has really affected a lot of aspects in my life, my personal, my romantic relationships, my friends, making social skills. i I want to feel love. I was in a very beautiful relationship with my girlfriend for 4.5 years, but we broke up last year. And she told me things that make sense, but they were hurtful. I was I was being told that I'm not. My parents never made me responsible to take accountability of things. That I'm a negative person. That I bring negativity in her life, and that has also really affected me because I am a very hypersensitive person. So to understand myself deeply, for the last 1 year after the breakup, I dive deep into human psychology and try to understand myself, like why the fuck I am the way I am. And I realized that childhood trauma is a very big part of it, and it's none of my fault, but I'm dealing with the consequences of it, and it's really not fair. But I also realized that I can't change the past, so I need to work on the things that are in my hands right now, that how can I improve my life from now on, that I have all the these knowledge.
So that's the end of that video. If you want to watch the full video in its entirety, I would leave the full video in the link in the description below. But I'm gonna say this: society don't care about men as much as they care about women. Now, I'm not trying to make this a man versus a woman debate. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm just speaking facts. When I found out that more men commit suicide at an alarming rate, much more than women, that puzzled me. It puzzled me because in my head, or how I was brought up, I always thought, men were the strongest sex. We handle things better. We're stronger. So we could deal with anything. We're made for this. So me gaining that knowledge, it threw me back a little bit. And I think most guys don't have a space where they can vent their frustrations and feelings towards, because I know a lot of women watching this gonna say, oh, well, you could just go to your girlfriend or your mother. They'll understand. No, no, because a lot of the men that goes to like a woman that they trust, the woman oftentimes would use that against them at a later date or when they're angry at them. And I noticed this countless times. So to be honest with you, for the guys that don't have a supportive group, I'm gonna give you three things I did to get out of my depression, because I felt that guy pain. Actually, watching his videos, I teared up a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm gonna give you guys three things I did when I was depressed, that got me out of it. And all the three things I'm about to say are non-negotiable. And I promise, if you do these three things, you will be out of a depressive state. So, number one, and this one is definitely not negotiable: masturbation. Listen, I know there's some doctors out here that says, hey, it's okay to masturbate 2 or 3 times a week. Or they try to come up with the argument, oh, it's safer to masturbate as opposed to going out and having sex with someone else. Well, that is true. What they don't tell you is whenever you beat your dick off and you release your semen, you're actually losing energy, you're losing motivation, you're losing your testosterones, all the three stuff that you need to be a man that's pursuing their dreams and being happy. All those three things you're losing for masturbation. Take it from me. I've been masturbating since I was like 12 years old. I'm 24. And I recently started this semen retention thing. And to be honest with you, I'm more energetic. I'm more focused on my work. My passion for filming, because you guys know I love filming, it came back. I feel like I'm a new person. I feel like I was reborn ever since I stopped masturbating. And I think if you're a person that masturbate like 3, 4 times a week, you need to go on this semen retention, because you're losing focus, you're losing energy, and you're losing your will to talk to females. You're losing that connection between a female. So, number one, you got to stop beating your dick. The second thing I did to get out of my depressive state, I changed my diet. I went vegan. Now, you guys don't have to go vegan like me, but I went vegan. I started eating clean. I ran through my cabinet and started throwing the junk food out, drinking more water. And honestly, a combination of not masturbating and eating right, I felt like I was floating. My conversation with people was better. I didn't feel the anxiety of being out in public. I'm more energetic. It's the best thing in the world, and I would tell anybody, you don't have to go vegan. Like I said, you don't got to go vegan like me, but just eat a cleaner diet and not fast food and junk food. And last but not least, it's a combination of two things, really. I started working towards my goals in future. And when I say started working towards my goals in future, I'm not just talking about, oh, there's this thing I do on the weekends, it's like a hobby. No, I'm talking about like every single day. I'm gonna use my example because I like to film. Every single day, I'm writing a film, I'm editing a film, or I do this thing called creative writing by myself at a park. And me constantly chasing my goal to be a director and producer is keep me afloat. I found a vision that I want to do. I found my calling. So right now, I can honestly say this is the happiest I've been all my life. And I also been going to the gym too. So that helps. If you're masturbating but trying to do everything else on the list, you're gonna crash every single time. You're not gonna have the energy, you're not gonna have the zeal, and you're not gonna have the focus to pursue everything else that's down that list. So yeah, stop being your dick. If you like that video, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So like, share, and subscribe and get me there. Thank you.